I believe that Dorothy now perhaps will go through the application information and application process. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Kamal. I will give some brief information about the application process that hopefully will answer some of the questions I've been seeing in the chat. Application criteria. First, you need to be a Saudi Arabian woman, citizen of Saudi Arabia, excellent command of spoken and written English, and this is demonstrated through the interview with the faculty member. You don't have to provide any other type of documentation. We will interview you and determine your quality of English in the interview. Demonstrated ability to conduct research. This is demonstrated largely through your letters of recommendation and your publications, as well as getting your PhD. You must have at least 2 publications in peer-reviewed journals. You must match with an MIT faculty member in their current research area, and your PhD needs to be within 6 years of the program start date. So if you are finishing your PhD, you're in the final year of your PhD right now, and your advisor has told you that you will be graduating before August 31st, 2026, then please apply. We are very open to applications for people just finishing their PhDs. And if you got your PhD after September 1st, 2020, so anytime in the 6 years before the program start date, and this is an MIT HR requirement because it's a postdoctoral fellowship program. People who are more than 6 years out from their PhD fall into different HR categories according to MIT. All right, how are you going to make a strong application? It's important to demonstrate the impact that you've already made, the impact of your current or research. We ask you to describe your area of expertise. These are both chances, both in the description of your recent research and in describing your area of expertise, to show your unique contribution to your field. And your 2 recent recommendation letters describing your research outcomes and ability. These should be from people who have experience with you as a researcher. Sometimes people think, I know the president of my university, I will ask them to write a letter for me. If they supervise your PhD, then yes, they're a great person. But if they only know you more from a distance and can just say generally, she's a nice person, I don't know anything bad about her, it's more important to get recommendation letters from people who are very familiar with your research and can speak about your abilities. Second part of having a strong application is having a plan for impact. You should have an organized plan for research you would like to do at MIT and beyond MIT. And I saw one of the questions in the chat was, if I don't know which faculty member I'm going to work with, how do I put together a research plan? It's a good question, and it is a little tricky, but your plan is actually very short. I think it's limited to 500 words. So it should be a general plan of what your goals would be. And you could add a sentence at the end. If I was matched with Professor Kamal, I would do this. If I was matched with Professor Y, I would do that. Most of all, you need to be able to make your ideas very concise and communicate in a clear way, even if you're talking about a lot of different potential future options. So I think I've mentioned that you should think about which MIT faculty have the best research match with your goals. So if you can say, my goal is to add to my field this clear thing that will make the world better for everybody, and then these are the 3 faculty that I could work with. This one would help in this way, this one would contribute in that way. That's something that will help make your application stand out. And a bunch of people have asked if you need to contact MIT faculty before you are accepted. You do not. That is part of what the program offers, is matching with a faculty member after acceptance. Deadlines. The application is due on November 24th, the online application, and then you can request 2 letters of recommendation after that using our online form. This is what it looks like. You should be reaching out to faculty before November 24th to say, will you write a letter for me? I will be able to fill out your name in the form as soon as I finish this application. And if you apply before November 24th, you can start requesting letters of recommendation before that. So the requirements are the application form, your current CV, your most significant publication. So this is a copy of one publication that you think is your most significant. We have another spot in the application to list all your different publications, but for the PDF at the end, we just want a copy of one publication. And when faculty review your application, we send this to them so that they can read through it easily and see what the quality is of your publication or if it's of interest to them. And finally, at least two recommendation letters from people who know you well. And it's more important to have really high quality recommendation letters than to have many letters. The application timeline annually is that the application is currently open. In December, both the MIT and CACS teams will review applicants. And then in January, we'll meet to agree on top applicants and do video interviews to select the final accepted fellows. In February, we send out acceptance and denial letters, so everybody gets a letter regardless of their status. In March and April, we match accepted fellows with MIT faculty and confirm that there's a match with the lab. May through July, we work on the US visa and MIT appointment process, which can take a very long time, so we try to get that started as quickly as possible. In August, it's time to move to Massachusetts to be ready to begin your fellowship September 1st.